5 ways to restore strength after 60 even if you feel weak, tired, or slowing down. There's something that happens after 60 that no one warns you about. Not a big change, not all at once, just a slow shift. You begin to feel more tired, less steady on your feet, maybe even a little unsure of yourself. You notice stairs you used to take without thinking now feel a bit harder. You might tell yourself it's just aging, nothing unusual. But quietly, deep down, you start wondering, is this just how it's going to be now? Like your energy is slowly slipping away and you don't know how to get it back. I think about my old neighbor George. He was a handy man, always fixing something around the neighborhood. But after 70, he stopped coming outside as much. When I asked him why, he just said, "I don't feel like myself anymore. I'm slowing down." Now here's the thing. George didn't suddenly get old overnight. What happened was he started moving less, thinking less of himself, and believing the lie that it was too late to bounce back. That lie is what really made him feel weak. But here's what I've learned and what I want to remind you of today. You're not done. You're not past your prime. And you are not too far gone to feel stronger, sharper, and more alive than you do right now. Your body may have changed, yes, but it's still on your side. It still wants to move, to heal, to grow stronger even now. You just need to know how to work with it, not against it. That's what this video is all about. Today, I'll share 5 simple things you can start doing right from home. You don't need special equipment, expensive supplements, or fancy training. Just a little time, a little patience, and a willingness to start. Stay with me until the end, because the last tip is the one most people ignore and it's often the one that matters the most. Let's begin. 1. Strong legs. Strong life. They say when your legs go, your independence goes with them. And for 60, that couldn't be more true. Your legs are your foundation. The stronger they are, the more freedom you'll have to get up without help, to walk where you want, and to stay steady on your feet. Keeping your legs strong isn't about vanity. It's about holding onto the life you love, one step at a time. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment to strengthen your legs. Just a few simple movements, done regularly, can make a big difference. Things like standing up from a chair without using your hands, lifting your heels while brushing your teeth, even walking around the living room during commercials. These little habits may not seem like much, but over time, they keep your muscles working the way they should. I have an old friend, Claire, who's 78 now. She used to dread climbing the steps to her porch. But instead of giving in, she started a small routine every morning, just 5 minutes of light leg work. A few months later, not only was she climbing those steps again, but she was also walking to the park and back. She didn't rush. She stayed consistent, and it gave her back the freedom she thought she'd lost. The truth is, we lose strength not just from aging but from sitting too much and moving too little. That stiffness you feel, it's not weakness. It's just your muscles waiting to be used again. Don't wait for a doctor to tell you it's time to start. Start now, slowly, safely, a few minutes a day. Because every time you stand tall, stretch your legs, or take a step, you're reminding your body you still have more life to live. 2. Let the sunlight back in. One of the most overlooked ways to feel better after 60 is to simply get back outside. Sunlight isn't just good for vitamin D, it lifts your mood, helps your body stay in rhythm, and makes you feel more alive. A short walk in the morning sun, or even sitting on the porch for 10 minutes, can make a real difference, especially if you've been feeling tired or a little low lately. I think of Barbara, a friend I've known since church potlucks back in the 80s. She was always energetic, always moving. But a couple years ago, she started staying in more, especially after a tough winter. The longer she stayed indoors, the more sluggish and foggy she felt. She said it was like her spark had gone out. No appetite, No drive, just a heavy tiredness she couldn't shake. One day, her daughter came over and said, "Mom, let's just sit outside for a few minutes." That turned into a daily habit. Barbara started having her morning tea out on the back porch, just 10 or 15 minutes in the sun. And within a few weeks, she told me, "I feel like I'm waking up again." Her sleep got better. Her energy picked up, and that fog she'd felt, it started to lift, little by little. Now Barbara's out there every morning like clockwork, watering her flowers or waving to neighbors. It's such a small change, but it brought her back to life. She didn't take new pills or start a fancy routine. She just got back in touch with something natural. So, if you've been feeling low or stuck in a rut, step outside. Let the light hit your face. Sometimes, that's the best medicine there is. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. As we age, getting good sleep becomes more important than ever. It helps your memory, your mood, even your balance. But for many folks over 60, sleep doesn't come easy anymore. Whether it's waking up too early, tossing and turning, or just not feeling rested, poor sleep can slowly drain your energy and steal your joy, one restless night at a time. That's why creating a sleep routine matters more now than ever. A quiet wind-down period, less screen time before bed, and keeping the bedroom cool and dark can really help. Think of it not as pampering yourself but honoring your body. You deserve rest that heals you, not just sleep that passes the time. And believe me, it's never too late to reclaim a good night's sleep. Take my old classmate John, for example. We bumped into each other at the grocery store after years. He looked worn down, bags under his eyes, low energy. He told me, "I just don't sleep anymore. I'm up at 2 a.m., pacing around the house." It was affecting everything: his memory, his appetite, even his mood. He felt foggy all the time, and he just chalked it up to aging. But a few months later, I saw John again looking better. He'd started a routine. No TV after 8 p.m., a cup of herbal tea before bed, soft music instead of scrolling on his phone. And the biggest change: he started writing in a notebook before bed just a few thoughts to clear his head. It helped more than any sleeping pill ever had. "It feels like my brain finally knows when to rest," he said. If you're struggling to sleep, take it seriously. Create a calming routine. Try soft lighting, soothing music, or even reading a few pages of something peaceful. You don't have to suffer through tired days and restless nights. You deserve real rest, and your body still knows how to find it. Sometimes, all it needs is a little help and a little consistency. 4. Move a little, heal a lot. After 60, movement becomes medicine. And the good news is you don't have to work out like you're 30. Just moving a little every day can improve circulation, reduce stiffness, and help you sleep better. Walking around the house, stretching in the morning, or dancing to your favorite music, these small acts wake up the body and gently bring it back to life. Our bodies are like old cars. Stop driving them, and the parts begin to stick. But with a little motion each day, they stay flexible, reliable, and smooth. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. You don't need sweat and strain. What you need is a rhythm, something that gets your muscles moving, your joints warmed up, and your breath flowing, even if just for a few minutes. My neighbor Hank, in his early 80s, used to avoid walking because his knees hurt. He'd sit on the porch most of the day and only got up when necessary. But then his daughter gave him a pedometer and said, "Try to hit just 2,000 steps a day." Hank started walking 5 minutes in the morning, 5 more in the afternoon. After a few weeks, his knees hurt less and he was sleeping better, too. Now Hank walks every morning around the block. He waves to neighbors, picks up a coffee, and sits in the park for a bit. That little loop has become the highlight of his day. His mood is better. He feels lighter, and this is his own words: "I feel like I've got purpose again." He didn't need a gym membership, just a reason to move, and a little support to get started. So, if you're feeling stiff, tired, or out of shape, don't wait for energy to show up. Move first, and energy will follow. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Gentle, slow, and steady. Your body wants to feel good again. It's just waiting on you to take that first small step. 5. A balance comes from within. Staying balanced as we age isn't just about preventing falls. It's about staying confident and steady in your body. Gentle exercises like yoga or even slow stretching help improve balance, calm the nervous system, and strengthen those smaller muscles that keep us upright and safe. And the best part, it doesn't take much to feel a difference. My longtime friend Lucille was always graceful. She danced when we were teenagers and kept active most of her life. But after she turned 76, she started feeling unsteady. She told me, "I'm afraid to even carry the laundry down the steps." Her doctor didn't find anything serious, just age-related changes. Still, the fear of falling kept her frozen. She started skipping outings and avoiding walking on uneven ground. Then one day, her granddaughter invited her to a gentle balance class at the senior center. At first, Lucille was skeptical. She said, "I don't do yoga." But it wasn't about yoga, it was just slow, mindful movement. Breathing, light stretches, learning to shift weight from one foot to the other. After just 2 weeks, she said something that stuck with me. "I feel like I got my body back." She didn't start doing headstands or anything fancy. She just practiced a few movements every morning while the kettle boiled. Standing tall, lifting one foot for a few seconds, reaching side to side. Now, 6 months later, she's back to walking with friends and gardening without fear. Her posture improved. She says she hasn't felt this sure on her feet in years, and she's smiling again when she walks. So, if your body feels a little wobbly or your confidence has slipped, don't wait for it to get worse. Try something gentle, something slow. Balance doesn't come overnight, but it does come back. And when it does, it gives you more than strength, it gives you back your freedom. You're not too late to feel better. So there you have it, 5 simple ways to bring strength, energy, and balance back into your life. You don't need big changes, expensive equipment, or someone telling you what to do. What you need is to believe that it's still possible, that you're not too old, that your body hasn't given up on you, and that it's never too late to start feeling better. Every step you take, every stretch you do, every choice to move your body or step into the sunlight, that's you telling the world, "I'm still here. I still matter." You don't have to get it perfect, you just have to begin. And when you do, even the smallest changes can bring you back to life in ways you didn't think possible. If this video gave you something to think about or even just a little hope, leave a comment and let me know which part spoke to you most. I read every message, and if you know someone else who might need to hear this today, go ahead and share it with them. We're all walking this path together, and no one has to walk it alone. And of course, if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. There's more wisdom to come, more stories to tell, and more ways we can help each other live well no matter what age we're at. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Take care of yourself. You've got more life to live and you deserve to enjoy it.